Hi, welcome back to Urban Legends, where we're looking at the crying boy paintings, that urban legend about these paintings that, for whatever reason, of this crying child. And when the houses catch on fire, the house burns down around them, but the paintings are still left intact. A common occurrence for a few years in England. Today, the paintings are legendary, and they've achieved urban legend status. So, what about you? Do you believe it? Do you believe that if you put these on the wall, you're cursed? Do you believe these if you put one on the wall and your home burns, only thing that will survive is the painting? Well, whether you believe it or not, there are some lessons that we can learn from the crying boy painting urban legend that become important for us, I think, as followers. The first one is the emotional expression piece. See, the crying boy painting evokes strong emotional responses, reminding us of the importance that we do need to acknowledge and respond to others, their feelings, and we need to learn to show our feelings and display our feelings in healthy ways. Embracing that kind of vulnerability can lead to healing and deeper connections with others. And so, yes, the emotional component of just a sad picture does come into play. The impact of art is another lesson. These paintings exemplify how art can evoke powerful emotions and influence perceptions. That's the power of art. Someone said, what's the difference between art and athletics? And in a conversation in a school setting, I heard the statement that always will ring with me. And I was an athlete as I grew up and went through school. They said, athletes will come and go. Records and record books will come and go. But art, good art, endures forever. I don't know if that's actually accurate or not, but there is a level of truth in that. Because that artistic flair, that artistic piece is certainly something that is a gift from God. And so there's an impact that art can have that, if you are aware of it, enhances your life and greatly improves it. There also is a strong lesson about fear and superstition. See, the urban legends surrounding the paintings suggest they bring misfortune. And all of a sudden, people are now fearful of owning one, wanting to sell it, trying to burn it themselves, willingly sending it to the sun for their massive bonfire, because they are fearful of possessing the painting. And so we have to learn to evaluate our fears, to deal with them in healthy ways, and also try to understand that they often stem more from cultural narratives and urban legends than actually realities that we can deal with. Also, there is a powerful lesson here that I notice as a pastor about the power of community and collective belief. See, on the surface, if you were to hear the story isolated about a picture of a crying boy that survived a house that burnt down, you would just go, wow, that's weird, and walk away. When it happened more than once, you would say that's a coincidence. But what happened is that people began to share these stories, and somehow they began to voice their beliefs that there was something about the paintings themselves that was cursed. And that collective belief took root and began to grow. And no matter how much people tried to push back against it, no matter how many arguments, sane, sound arguments, were offered against it, the belief was still there. And even those that didn't believe it were skeptical enough of the urban legend to say, well, I don't want one of those paintings. Why risk it? Why risk it? See, in our life, there's always something out there that we're not going to understand. And when people start believing it en masse, collectively, then the power of belief becomes wildly significant in your life, whether you realize it or not. And if you're not careful, you get sucked into that vortex of belief. And sometimes you end up believing the wrong thing. So, I leave it to you. Are the crying boy paintings an urban legend? Are they really cursed? And if you were to put this into action in your own life, would you own one? Would you put one on your wall? Would you be afraid to? Would you be willing to? Sometimes urban legends can have a ripple effect that leave lasting legacies that sometimes aren't always real good. But if you understand the story, the lessons you can learn can be good, they can be healthy, and they can change your life. Let's hold on to the lessons that we can learn and allow ourselves to be better because of this urban legend. I look forward to joining you as we open the books in our next urban legend.